Welcome to Drafting Out Loud. We jumped in a draft and it basically filled right away. We are in the three hole is where we're at for this lunchtime draft. Okay, so we know based on our market movers who we're targeting. We're targeting Ted Hurst at the end of the draft. We might have to do that in round 17 instead of 18. I don't see much of a difference there. So we'll be part of the people that are pulling him up most likely. Because of that, we probably want to go running backs early if we can. Well, if either Bijan or Jahmyr Gibbs falls to us, of course, we'll be taking one of those two. And if they don't fall to us, we'll just take Jamar Chase because we like Jamar Chase. And we will go from there is what we will do. We do have all of our ranks queued up here. We got Christian McCaffrey and Jonathan Taylor on the board. Why do we have both of them? One of them's probably a riser. One of them's probably a value. If we go to our underdog market movers here, let's see if we can figure that out really quick. We have neither of them are a riser. That must mean they're both values. Let's go look at our values. We got Christian McCaffrey. And we have, okay, Jonathan Taylor's not on there. We do have add a couple extra players too, so he's probably one of our extra players that we added on. We are on the clock. We are not getting either of them. We're going to get Jamar Chase with our first pick. Okay, let's go to our combo catalyst and see what is going on in our leverage lab. Right now, we do have to load this up every time. We won't have to do that in the near future. Let's go to Jamar Chase. We did look at what we did with Jamar Chase in the pre-draft earlier today. We know Jamar Chase is playing the Ravens. They're playing the Ravens in week 17. So we can actually be strategic about backstacking here if we want to. We've drafted Jamar Chase one time so far. And we did stack him with Joe Burrow, actually. There we go. We got Joe Burrow to push, looks like around, or maybe just fall to us, really, is what's going on. We did get Ted Hurst on that team as well. So we will go for him again, though. Here we don't care about combining people, especially when we've only done one draft with this person. But our looks like we had a Joe Burrow who was our second pick in this. George Pickens was one of them, and Rashee Rice. Joe Burrow, Rashee Rice, George Pickens was our group. So we don't really want to repeat that exact thing. Who are we avoiding? We are avoiding Malik Neighbors. Hopefully someone takes Malik Neighbors earlier so he doesn't even come to us. We want to make sure we get the best pick possible. That is not Malik Neighbors. Okay. Brock Bowers gets pulled up. If Neighbors gets taken, then that might give us a decent pick because Brock Bowers does have an ADP of, I don't know if it's above 22 yet, but it's around this range. That might help get us something slightly unique. Omar and Hampton's the best based. One of those two would be great. One of those, we'll take Rashee Rice if we have to as well. No. We'll take Drake London, who is not, we're not going to take Drake London. I lied. So it's really one of these three, or one of these two. Hopefully he does not take Rashee Rice. We would like to take Rashee Rice again because we expect him to pass some league neighbors here soon. So it's going to be a harder one. He did take Rashee Rice. Darn, we are not in a unsharp draft. We're just going to take Jeremiah Love, get our first running back. A little unfortunate that we couldn't get something better than that, but it is what it is. Based on our ranks, Trey McBride, if Trey McBride falls to us, why not, right? We will take it. Okay, there goes Malik Neighbors. Trey McBride is falling some, but we'll take the fall if we have to at this point. We do want to take running backs right now because we want to we want to make sure we have wide receivers for later. So this does work out perfectly that the best available there's a tight end and a running back. We'll do either of those guys. It doesn't really matter which one. Okay, let's take Trey McBride here at pick 27. Kind of a scary pick, right? But I think getting him in the third round is pretty sweet. And we didn't draft much of them pre-draft, so that means that we're just getting better value out of him. I don't know how far he can fall. Does he fall much further? He still has the talent, right? It's just the situation. Bucky Irving pulled up to 31. I think that's good. Trying to avoid Bucky Irving. Just maybe he falls into the fifth and just get him all around the fifth type of thing. Based on rank, no DJ Moore, pick 53. No one in this fourth round that we're going to be looking at. If we go back to our leverage lab here, who would we have gotten in the fourth round here most likely? We would have got Cam Scatabo, right? Probably Cam and Colston Loveland. So that's nice that we did take Trey McBride because then we got different unique stud tight ends is what we got going on essentially. If Zay Flowers makes it back to us, we'd definitely be excited about that. That'd be a bring back, right? Just to start that type of scenario. We also have two Arizona guys. Wasn't even thinking about that when we did it. But the Jeremiah Love Trey McBride. Okay, we're heavily invested in the Arizona Cardinals here. With this next pick, Zay Flowers, it's going to be hard for him to get to us, and he did not get to us. Igbuka's falling. I like Mike Evans more than Luther Burden. That being said, because Mike Evans would be a potential bring back on Arizona, right? Because we don't know that part of the schedule yet, I don't think. We could take a running back if we wanted to. Seems like Scatabo and Henderson are falling. That'd be like Montgomery that we would take there. He took Scatabo. Both these teams have anchor. We're gonna take Mike Evans basically. They got anchor running backs. If one of the running backs come back to us, maybe we take that. We'd also consider. Is DJ Moore rising up the boards? I think he is. Or DeAndre Swift, he is rising up the boards. Okay, Devontae Adams went. Look at that. Trevion Henderson and David Montgomery are still there, and DeAndre Swift is still there. We're going to take David Montgomery. I like Trevion Henderson more. It just seems like Montgomery's getting more buzz. Looks like Swift is getting buzz as well. We're just going to take David Montgomery for this one and go from there. We could have taken Lamar Jackson for the bring back if we wanted to. We're not gonna. We're taking David Montgomery there partially because we don't want to like over invest in wide receiver right away because we want to be able to get that wide receiver in round like 17. So we got to keep that in mind as we go through this. That is a Tampa Bay wide receiver. So we'll keep that in mind as we're going through players here. Based on ranks, Joe Burrow is a value, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go take a look. Yeah, Joe Burrow is a value. He goes at pick 63 about right now. Our next pick is pick 70. Neither of these guys have wide receiver, have QBs. They're both drafting fine, right? Like they've avoided the running backs. They just have anchor running backs. No, no Bengals. So if there's something else that we really, really want that's a value, we might try to push Joe Burrow. If not, we'll just take Joe Burrow. The bring back would be an option too, right there. Based on ranks, anything else? Jaden Reed rising up the boards. Not at 70 or 75, though. I don't think we're going to do that. Byshell Tootin's been falling. There goes Lamar Jackson. He went pretty far. Did he get to the Zay? Wow, the Zay drafter passed him up. Oh, the Zay drafter had Josh Allen. Okay. There goes Tootin. We do want to find other positions we can draft right now. If Jaden Daniels fell all the way to us, we'd consider that. Harris would be like that onslaught Arizona stat type of. There goes Joe Burrow. We missed out on that. That's unfortunate. Uh, we could get Chuba, not the most exciting pick. We could also go Jalen Hurts with Makai Lemon, which we've talked about before. And there goes Makai Lemon, so we can't do that either. That's unfortunate. We're not going to go Jalen Hurts. We could just take Chuba if we want to. Alec Pierce, no thank you. Just an ugly part of the draft, if you ask me. There goes Jaden Daniels, unfortunately. Let's just do it. Let's go Marvin Harrison here. Boom. This might be the, like, not a fan of taking two wide receivers or two QBs on the same team, but I think we might have unlocked when it makes sense to take two wide receivers from the same team. Let's see. If Hurts makes it all the way back to us, it's either him or one of these guys. Why would we not be taking Jalen Hurts here? We're gonna do it. Boom. So we could do like a Jalen Hurts along with both Arizona guys for a 3 QB build. Not the worst 3 QB build, right? With Jalen Hurts at the top of it. Based on ranks, if Jaden Reed made it back to us, that would be fun. Herbert is rising up the boards. He's getting a lot of buzz. He wasn't on the list that we went over earlier today. As you know, I kind of tack on some players at the bottom, and Herbert was one of them that was not on the list. That being said, not someone that we really need. Laporta's a value at 98, and Stafford's a value at 104. There goes Jaden Reed, so we're not going to get that one. That's okay. We did not expect it. There's other values also, like Stephon Diggs at wide receiver. So pushing wide receiver here makes sense. That being said, there goes Herbert. That being said, at some point in time, it's like who are the Eagles that are left? It's just Goddard and Tank Bigsby, Eli Stowers, really. You got that guy at the end of the draft. We do have 2 running backs. Do the guys to our left, at least one of them took a running back. They both took a second running back here in Hubbard and Harvey. Where are the Arizona QBs as well? Like do something different that other people are not doing, that I'm not even doing either, by the way. There goes Michael Wilson. Kind of glad that I didn't get that. There's only so much you want to be tied into that offense, probably. We could also do like a Jackson Dart thing and then Blake Corum makes sense. He'd be a potential bring back also on Arizona. We also have Mike Evans. So we don't even need to do both of the we're gonna do this. We're gonna go Blake Corum here. We don't do a lot of Blake Corum, but it sounds like there's more and more that he's gonna be in like a 50-50 type of thing. Maybe we get the better part of that 50-50, who knows? I do like Brock Purdy a lot. I think if Brock Purdy falls to us, we take him and then we just say we'll tack on like Carson Beck at the end, maybe, if we want to. And if we don't want to, we don't have to, right? Like it depends on how the rest of the team goes. Like if he falls to the 18th round type of thing, right? Then we do it. If we can't get Brock Purdy here, Josh Downs is still rising up the board and we'd get him at ADP. Okay, we're just going to take Brock Purdy here. Boom. Where does George, there's George Kittle. Dazon Stribling is rising up the boards. It gives us a reason to take him. Not really a fan of these guys, but if we had to, they'd be out there too as options. We do have, we don't need any more QBs now, though. We're good at QB. Not a fan of George Kittle, but let's see. If he made it to like our one, yeah, I guess why not? Like if we can stack him up at 118 or 123, maybe we consider it. I saw Kyler Murray go. And does he have like a, he does still have like a Cardinals jersey. I'm like, did someone take Jacoby Brissett? No one took Jacoby Brissett. We could handcuff the Arizona running back. Probably not a bad idea for a rookie running back. Not like not a good idea though, either. Let's also just put Hurst in here, right? Since that's the player that we are targeting here. Right there. Boom. I don't think we want Jacoby Brissett really, but I guess we'll do it if we have to. We don't have to. A lot of interesting running backs here and wide receivers. Chris Rodriguez, 111. That's like his ADP basically, which is crazy. Golden and Pittman falling. Shuck falling a little bit. Ja'Cory getting drafted. I think if Pittman gets to us, we'll take Pittman ahead of um of George Kittle. If Pittman doesn't come to us, then we I think just take George Kittle. Both the guys here have at least one, they both have one tight end. We could grab the running back we want. Oh, there goes Pittman. I think we grabbed the running back we want. Let's go grab the Tampa Bay running back because we can. There goes Wandale. Because we're talking about Hurst, so why not go? I don't really want a lot of him, but let's just do it because of what our intentions are at the end of the draft. And really, it's I think the tight end or one of these running backs. Kind of want George Kittle to get taken, to tell you the truth. Oh, we already have a tight end. Who do we have at tight end? Trey McBride. we already have a team with like Trey McBride and Rashad? Okay, White got taken. That was kind of the one that I wanted out of all of them. We haven't done it a lot, at least. We were suckered into it. We'll do it. Do we have George Kittle with him? Again, if we did it just one other time, that's okay. We do. Okay. We did it twice. You know what? I'm thinking about it some more. I don't like it because now we can't get, now it's going to be harder to get. We really can't take Dallas Goddard, which means that we're going to get like, it's, I don't know. It's fine. I do like it from the perspective of like late season hammer, hopefully, type of thing, stacked up. I don't like it from a, now we're not going to stack a tight end with Jalen Hurts, I don't think overall, unless Dallas Goddard falls a lot. We could have gone like Brooks as a fifth running back. Not sure exactly. Stephon Diggs, actually Stephon Diggs is like right, like these are two of our next targets here. It's Stephon Diggs, Travis Hunter, probably even ahead of Dallas Goddard. Seattle would also be a bring back on potential bring back on Arizona. Daniel Jones goes. We want the QBs to go right here. We want the tight ends to go. We want Stephon Diggs to stay. There goes. Okay, so we weren't going to get Dallas Goddard most likely, so that makes us feel better. 4-4-5-5. You guys don't need wide receivers. Y'all got a lot of wide receivers. Zach Charbonnet, 138. He's a value, if you can call him that. He didn't take, I mean, Rashid Shaheed right there, right? Like all day long instead of Zach Charbonnet. He took Travis Hunter. That's a little unfortunate. For us, it's either Stephon Diggs or Rashid Shaheed. Darn, he took Stephon Diggs. We'll take Rashid Shaheed. He's a bring back if he gets to us. He's got 5 wide receivers already. That's funny. Okay. We only have 3 receivers. We got to take another one. Let's just go with the rookie Omar Cooper Jr. It's a little unfortunate of that run out, if you ask me. McMillan is falling down the boards probably because of the same reason Hurst is rising up the boards. We might just think Juwan Jennings here or Missile. Neither of them are fun, comfortable clicks, if you ask me. Is there anything else we'd want instead? Not really. We're just going to take our next running back in Keaton Mitchell. It would have been nice if we got Diggs or Hunter. I thought there was a pretty darn good chance that we'd get one of them, and neither of them got back to us, unfortunately. It actually kind of makes the team feel slightly naked. Like the rookie here, it makes it feel one of those two, especially Diggs would have made this team feel solid at wide receiver. And then like Diggs and Cooper or something like that, that would have felt even better. Because there's a good chance that Cooper made it back. He took Naylor, so maybe not. Who knows? See Juwan Jennings falling. We're in like a relatively sharp room, I think, overall. We do have five running backs. You always got to think about draft. In these rooms, we got to get used to the draft capital of only 18 rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we need at least four wide receivers considering how we've drafted our four so far. That means four wide receivers and then a luxury pick, which could be a running back, tight end, or QB. But I think we do need to go four wide receivers here, mainly. We do have the Stribling pick possibility. Tucker is still rising slightly up the boards. Debo doesn't have a team yet. At some point in time, Denzel Boston becomes a value too. I don't know where it's at, but at some point in time, he becomes a value, right? Is that his ADP now? 165. So there we go. They're finally rising up the boards. Brian Robinson, right? Like he has slowly risen up the boards, or maybe it was after the reset because of the NFL draft, but he was just not rising up the boards at all. He's finally where you kind of expect. I have a ton of him from pre-draft and much later when because he'd fall a lot. I do think we're going to go Stribling ahead of these guys. We'll go Stribling, and then if Boston's there for the next round, I guess we do it. But if he's not, he's not. These guys both have six wide receivers, so there's a chance that we can get both of them. Not that we want. Oh man, it's gonna be such a rookie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do want to get Ted Hurst, who is also a rookie. So the question is, do we want Denzel Boston, or do we just want to take like Debo Samuel instead? No, we want a rookie in the next round. I think we're going to go Debo Sam. I think we're going to pull up Debo Samuel a little bit. If we can't get Debo Samuel, then we'll go Denzel Boston. But I think it's one of those two. It's not Brandon Ayuk, even though he is a San Francisco 40. There goes Tank Bigsby. That's okay. We're not hurting. We'd like to get Tyler Algier here. I just don't think that we should do it with this team. I think we do need someone like Debo. Let's do it. Did it. Okay. It didn't. There goes Boston and Algier. I don't mind Boston there. It's just that I don't think we want another rookie because we're going to take a third rookie on this team with the next pick, with one of the next two picks, right? In Ted Hurst. We could take Eli Stowers as a third tight end. He's kind of falling down the boards a bit. Um, if we can get it, like if he's like a late last round pick, that would be a option as well. Carson Beck is like one of these guys I think is a good like last round option potentially. Carson Beck, Eli Stowers. We did go what like two two running backs in the a sixth running back would be nice as well. I don't know what is the right move on this. I think it's just stopping at two QBs, probably. Stopping at two tight ends. When you get this tight end, like this, I wonder if I had the same problem in the last time. Like, I'll have to go and see if I recorded the prior video where I did McBride, Kittle. One, two, three, four, five, six. There goes, darn. Ted Hurst gets pulled up even more. We're not going to get it. Flournoy has been rising up the boards. There he went to. Yeah, we ended up in a relatively sharp room here, unfortunately. Do we take like a Wicks with the last pick? Maybe. Um, 16, 17. I wouldn't mind maybe Sean Tucker's the right running back. Taking Sean Tucker. And then the question is, yeah, we went two more wide receivers. I think we're just gonna take Wicks with this one. And then I'm not sure what we'll do with the last one. Oh, Christian Kirk is still out there too. I like the Christian Kirk pick. We should have known that. I like the Carson Beck. I don't like the Carson Beck pick. We could have gone with one of the San Francisco running backs if we wanted to. We're doubling up on the Tampa Bay running backs, though, is what we're doing. We're going to stick with the two tight ends, I think. Dontavian Wicks will be our Eagles stack. And I do like the idea of getting Christian Kirk on this team because then we have one, two, three, maybe four for now. And then you have like Stribling and Kirk, one of them hopefully getting that number three role, a 2, 6, 8, 2. And then we have Which backup's going to get the points? Don't really care. Just one of them. Which one? Because we didn't get what's his name? Ted Hurst. Should we have just gone with Denzel Boston here? I don't know. I don't know. I think this is fine. He's probably going to rise up while Denzel Boston's probably going to keep on falling a little bit, right? Here's Eli Stowers still falling. Did Kirk get drafted? Oh no, he's at the top of my list. Okay. I think those are our three players that we are going to consider. That's okay. Michael Penix getting these guys really getting pushed down the board now in these 18 round drafts. There's Carson Beck right there, all the way down there at 215. We would have to take Ted Hurst instead of Debo Samuel. I think that's tough. I think I'll take Debo Samuel, I think. Right? Like he's gonna sign somewhere, and he could even sign with San Francisco. There you go. We could have a San Francisco onslaught of receivers. Some people say that would be the most interesting place for him. With them getting Stripling, I think that's maybe a little tougher. We're still going to go Kirk, assuming he doesn't go to San Francisco. He could go to, no, not Philly, really. Las Vegas, Branch falling in this draft. Do we go another rookie in Branch? Some people are excited about him. I'm not one of them. Glad he got taken. Mike Gesicki goes. Dulcich goes. I think it's just Christian Kirk. Let's do it. Boom. Let's hope that San Francisco and Arizona play each other in week 17. We've heard stacked up with who? With Dontavian Wicks. Okay, who could be there? I mean, maybe he outplays Lemon. I don't know. And Stowers. Probably not, but maybe he does. He has the skills to do it. It's just the other ones have more draft capital and equal and pretty darn good skills as well. Okay, we got Jalen Hurts stacked up with Dontavian Wicks. We got Brock Purdy stacked up with Mike Evans, Dazon Stribling, Christian Kirk, and George Kittle. This is the pick I'm still questioning a little bit if this was the smart move or not right there. We did get him well past ADP, but I still don't know how I feel about it. We'll look at that. Second round pick in Jeremiah Love. Fourth round pick or fifth round pick in David Montgomery. Fifth round pick. And then took a bunch of running backs throughout, doubled up on the Tampa Bay running backs. First round pick, fourth round pick, sixth round pick. So got these guys pretty early and then really held off and kind of got volume at the end here. This one's a little unfortunate. I mean, who knows? It could be okay, but we really wanted Stephon Diggs, if you ask me. Did not happen, though. We got Debo Samuel as our consolation prize. Players that were on our list. Who did we get those on our list? Let's go to our leverage lab. Let's go to our market movers and see who was on our list here. We missed out on Ted Hurst, missed out on Travis Hunter. We got Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, he's rising up I didn't even notice that we had him on there. So we got one from Kenneth Gainwell. We missed out on Stephon Diggs. We only got one riser. Let's see if we got any values. Trey McBride was a value. That's two. And we got him at even more of a value. George Kittle's a value. We got him at more of a value. Three. We end up with three players from our lists, is what we got. Not bad. Not bad. We are going to go and look and see um, if the Kittle play was the smart one here. I think I mean, we didn't get Goddard, right? So if we don't get Kittle here, what are we doing? We're taking Brooks, is what we're doing, what we said. It's either Kittle or Brooks. If we do take Brooks, that's one, two, three, four, five running backs through 11. We go Cooper here, assuming Dallas Goedert doesn't make it to us. We go either Jennings or Mitchell here. We might just go Jennings instead because we would have, or oh, no. Or we go Chig or Henry or Sadiq. Yeah, we go tight end here. Is what we do. And we could do someone like Sadiq, who would be, Cooper and Sadiq, then we'd have a little skinny non-QB stack with the Jets. We even wanted Rashid Shaheed here. We missed out on him too. We had it with Omar Cooper Jr. I think the more exciting player right now is definitely what's his face, Brooks. But when the season happens, maybe it ends up being Mitchell that's the more exciting player. I don't know which one it is. I think Brooks has the more obvious path to like starting playing time. So part of me feels like maybe just pulling up Brooks right here and then grabbing any random tight end here maybe makes more sense. And see if Kittle continues to fall. And then maybe you get him in the 140s or something like that, which probably won't happen. But yeah, I think I kind of I think we should have went Brooks here. I like Brooks more. Oh well, it's okay. We got a 2682. Did anyone else go 2682? Not many people are doing onesies, two onesie, or like two at the onesies. No one else did except for me. Did anyone else go close to that? 2673 right here. Okay. Let's just look at this 3672. Let's look at this guy right here next to us. We both went wide receivers. He got Rice, who we wanted. We ended up with Love instead. Um, since he went two wide receivers to start, he stopped at 7. We stopped at 8. We got Evans a couple rounds later on. We got Harrison. He took our Daniels, who we wanted as well. That's unfortunate. So this guy was just sniping us left and right, if you call it that. Probably not. One, two. He got his third. We're at 3 here. He's got 4, 5, 6. We're at 4. 4, he's at 6. We're at 5, he's at 6. We're at 6, he's at 7. We're at 7, he's at 7. We're at 8. So it makes sense why we went one more than him based on how he was kind of ahead of us at most parts of the game at wide receiver. So I do feel good that we went with 8 there at wide receiver. We both went 6 running backs. Love Montgomery. He went Hall, Scadaboo, Henderson. Kind of a little tough of a combination in that we don't know what's going on with Scadaboo and Henderson all the way yet. So you do have a lot of risk there, but you have a lot of upside too, right? Like they could be 2 of the best running backs in the league as well. And then he went a long time. He got Samson, Kamara, Johnson. I guess hoping that Kamara plays a role at the beginning. It's not like he's got a rookie in front of him though. So I don't know if it'll be a huge role. You got Samson, maybe if Quinshon Judkins doesn't start off strong because of the injury, Samson starts. And I think it's pretty clear that Johnson probably won't be a big time player, at least on day one, just because Walker's there and you expect him to be healthy for week 1 at the very least. Um, I think our running back room is a little bit better in that we have, you hope that he has run right away, but you know Montgomery's going to have run right away. And then I mean, I think our running back room is slightly better in that all our players are healthy and have a role up front. That being said, if Montgomery goes down or doesn't end the season strong, then we're relying on a bunch of 1Bs, which is not exciting either. So I don't think we have the most exciting running back room, if you ask me. That's what happens when you get McBride here, right? If we don't take Trey McBride, then we get like Josh Jacobs, then we feel really good about our running back room. Taking Trey McBride here, you don't feel as good about it. Um, we both went two QBs at essentially the same times we took our QBs, so we're both good there. He went three tight ends, we went two tight ends. We took the stud early and then the injured player a little bit later. He went Kelsey, Chig, and Dolchich at the end, which is fine. Three QBs, three tight ends there is fine. So it makes sense why he stopped at seven wide receivers with three tight ends. Like I said, this was overall a pretty darn sharp room. Neighbors fell. Some of the wide receivers got pulled up. Not really anything super exciting of value that we really wanted fell to us at all. Kittle went further in the draft than we wanted. White would have been a fun pick here too. Like we had White queued up in case as like our player we want more. Hurst went way too early, unfortunately. We wanted him over here. He didn't even make it. We would have taken him here at 16, I think, if he would have gotten there and then grabbed Tucker would have been there right here too. So, but he didn't make it, unfortunately. And I think Debo's probably just the better play. And so there you go. How did we do? Let me know. See you on the next one. Peace.